that are descriptive or precise, of course, are horrifying to people who want to control your brain because they give you too much information about what things really are. As we said, we like monkeypox. It's a great name. But as long as they're going to change the name, we should have some role in naming it. It shouldn't be left up to Tony Fauci and Deborah Birx. So what should we call it? Democracy pox? Schlong COVID?
The Court of Appeals has upheld the conviction of a man who played a COVID-19 hoax. Apparently, spreading COVID misinformation is not speech protected by the First Amendment. And you will not believe what this dude did. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I am legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence. To the disappointment of one particular San Antonio man, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit ruled that COVID misinformation is not protected speech. The legal question came before the court in the appeal filed by Christopher Charles Perez. The 40-year-old was convicted back in October of 2021 of 2 counts of violating a federal law that criminalizes carrying out a hoax involving biological weapons. So what'd he do? Back in April of 2020, right around the time COVID really popped off, Perez posted this on Facebook. PSA, my homeboy's cousin has COVID-19 and has licked everything in the grocery store for the past 2 days because we paid him to. You've been warned. Perez reportedly took the post down shortly after putting it up, but then he shared a story about someone at a local grocery store testing positive for COVID with, LOL, I did try to warn y'all. It didn't take long for the FBI to show up at his front door. And when confronted, Perez quickly sought mercy, apologizing to the agents and claiming that it was simply, him trying to get people in San Antonio to take COVID more seriously. And while the feds, they took his actions seriously. Perez was charged with violating a law that criminalizes any conduct with intent to convey false or misleading information under circumstances where such information may reasonably be believed and where such information indicates that an activity has taken, is taking, or will take place. A federal jury found Perez guilty. He was sentenced to 15 months in prison plus a $1,000 fine. So back to the appeal. In an attempt to get his conviction reversed, Perez argued that his Facebook post is protected under the First Amendment right to free speech. The biological weapons statute does not extend to conduct such as licking items in a grocery store, and that the terrorist hoax statute is an unconstitutional restriction on free speech. Even though Perez's post did not cause public panic and he was truthful when the feds came to his door, 3 judges on the Court of Appeals concluded that his actions constituted a true threat in violation of the law. The court explained, although the biological weapons statute doesn't contain an implied exception for local crimes, Perez's purported conduct was serious enough to place him within the purview of federal law enforcement. If the act had actually been carried out, it could easily have created an outbreak of COVID-19 that could have been hard to contain. The resulting panic could also have been severe, and his act would have had the potential to cause mass suffering. Perez's antics, they were super asinine. That's without question. But did a short-lived juvenile Facebook post really warrant ruining some rando's life? Really? Given all the misinformation and disinformation campaigns that have been waged by the right about COVID-19, I'm also wondering, why didn't the federal government go after one of those right-wing nut jobs with the big microphones and millions of minions that are hyped up on their hoaxes and lies? It would seem to be far more beneficial than using your prosecutorial power at the federal level to try to teach a lesson to some 40-year-old jabroni on Facebook. Maybe I'm missing something. You let me know your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.